So what's good? What's good? Sorry for the late post. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. So this past weekend, we had the match between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora. Now, Deontay came out with a dub for, I think it was split decision? It was because of decision. Both fighters throwing bombs. Pretty much that's how they both, they fight. Haymakers, you know what I'm saying? Powerful shots and stuff like that. Trying to get them one-hitter quitters. It was an all-out war. It was a heavyweight all-out war. You know, it was like almost like non-stop action. And I think it was a pretty good match. However, it was Derek Chisora's last match. He retired after that. Of course, they did the whole cheeseburger thing. I guess the Five Guys stuff, and afterwards, Deontay Wilder is a good fight for him. He just had a fight, I think last year. He had a fight last year. He won that because of KO. Now he won this because of decision. Hopefully, he probably win another match. He probably getting back on, the higher rankings in boxing again. But we all know Deontay Wilder's past. If you've been, watching him this past few fights back, years ago. The dude was a knockout artist, you know what I'm saying? And, and I didn't expect anything less from this match between him and Derek because, knowing them dudes, they go in there, they fight face to face and whatnot, But yeah, happy retirement to Derek Chisora on his last match and, happy retirement, Dude has some pretty big highlight fights in his career. He was the first heavyweight match that Usyk fought. Yeah, he's the first heavyweight boxer that Usyk fought, and he gave Usyk a very hard time around that whole fight, because it's like nonstop pressure and whatnot. But yeah, we want to see what's next for Deontay Wilder, because they're trying to see, is he finally going to have a match with Usyk? But Usyk's having a match with, Rico right now. But we want to see how things add up. And as you can see, after the fight, when Deontay was walking out, he dapped up Anthony Joshua. He's like, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua's training with Usyk now. Anthony Joshua's getting back in the ring. He's ready, he's ready to take back over. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua's looking like, I'm ready to get back in there, retain what's mine and whatnot. I think his last fight was against Daniel Dubois sometime last year. Yeah, he lost that match because of KO, but he's looking like, he's looking conditioned and stuff. Like I say, he's working with Usyk, trying to get back on track, trying to get, back in these big fights. I hope that happens. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, I really can't knock that idea. I kind of like it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been a long time coming for that fight. This fight was supposed to happen a few years ago, but it was like 3-4 years ago. We'll see what happens, man. Let's see what happens in the heavyweight division.